Hi everybody, and welcome to this channel, Freya's Crown. We are going to do a live stream daily message first for everybody, for the collective. I am doing readings, one card readings, and if you want more, it's by donation. All right, so let's go get started. So Spirit, what would you like to bring to the collective's attention in this now moment? Today, December 28th. All right, this card flew out. I feel like whoever I'm talking to who needs a message today, you got a spirit guide who is coming through telling you to trust your intuition. It'll be very, very important today. Today is the 28th, which is a 10 energy. And then you have 12, which adds up to a 3. So that's a 13, which talks about endings, completions. We are very, very close to the end of the year, and we are moving into 2026. You can see the color is teal, so teal would be the chakra between the throat and the heart. So it's very important for you to connect with your heart space today. It is very important to be clear with your intentions when you communicate them out into the universe. I feel like you also need to pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. Like for instance, before I started the video, my phone 1111, so that told me that I was on the right path with something in life. I feel like this spirit guide is like really trying to get your attention for somebody out there. So let's go ahead and we're going to read this. Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. I feel like for some of you, you may feel as though you have been left alone on this journey, but they're coming in and telling you, you are not alone. You've never been left alone. You need to trust your intuition. You need to trust the signs and synchronicities that I have been giving you. This card, I picked it up in reverse, so I just feel like that goes back to this original card, trusting your intuition. You're not alone. Even if you feel that you may be alone, you're truly not alone. You have your spirit guides around you telling you to trust it. I got chills going up my legs, so some of you could feel chills. You could be seeing the signs and synchronicities. Like I said, I seen 1111 before I started the video, letting me know I was on the right path, bringing this message through. While I was in the shower, a spirit was really, I felt like I needed to tell my story. So some of you out there may need to tell your story. Some of you may have had a hard journey like I have had. Some of you may be on a twin flame journey and questioning, am I on the right path? Is this a twin flame journey? Is the person that I'm connected to or can't get my mind off of, are they the one? Or am I truly on this journey? Why am I feeling the things that I am feeling? And like I said, I really felt wholeheartedly that I need to explain the twin flame journey. So I'm going to read a card from your spirit guides, and then I'm going to explain to you a little bit of a twin flame journey. If you wish to, I'm doing one card pulls. I will give you a yes or no. If you wish to have more cards pulled to have a little mini reading, they are by donation only. You can see in the description box below this video the ways to donate to me, not to the channel, because I will not get it because the channel is not monetized. Okay, so your spirit guides are telling you, as a spiritual being having a human experience, you have agreed to forget your divine heritage while you're focused in this dense physical world. But your connection to the natural state still remains with you. It's called intuition. Just like any other muscle of your body, the more you use and exercise your intuition, the stronger it becomes. So somebody needs to know that. They need to exercise this muscle. Intuition manifests itself as a feeling of knowing, usually in the area of the solar plexus. That's the gut feeling, right? That gut feeling, like you just know. You just know that there's somebody around you, a spirit guide, somebody special. This could even be a crossed over loved one. Not all spirit guides are this could be an ancestor. This could be somebody that you recently lost. Hi, CB. All right. Humans use words like gut feelings or hunches, but it's a sense that we are all born with. It is the sixth sense. Unfortunately, because of its ethereal quality, a lot of humans doubt its existence. But for those of us who have experienced it, we know we possess an awareness that is not of this dimension. If this card appears for you, it can have several meanings depending on its placement in the spread. We're not doing a spread, but I am pulling some messages for the overall energy for today. Remember, I started off, if you've been here from the jump, today's energy adds up to a 13. 13s are, hi Kristen, 13s are letting us know, right, that we are protected, because it boils down to a 4 energy, which is about stability, protection, all right? But for those of us who experience it, we know that we possess an awareness that is not of this dimension. If this card appears for you, it can have several meanings depending on its placement. It can mean an event or a situation is in the offing, or it will require you to trust your sixth sense, even though all physical signs indicate otherwise. It can mean that someone with your influence is going to ask you for advice depending on the person's acceptance of their own knowingness. You may have to encourage them to do what feels right for them. Sherry's story, right? Remember when I just said when I took a shower that I felt like I needed to tell my story of how your intuition proved correct any time of need. All right, so we are going to go back to the twin flame conversation that I was having. Definitely talks about trusting your intuition. Now, a lot of people I don't know how to say that word, but a lot of people mistake a twin flame journey for always being romantic. And I'm not saying that some of us out there are not on that journey. Most of the time, twin flame journeys are our mirror counterparts. People, places, and situations mirror back to us what needs healed. Okay. Like for instance, and I'm going to use myself as an example here. When I come across this person whom I consider my twin flame, we have a soul connection. It's not just a heart connection or a romantic connection. It is a soul connection. I've known this person my whole entire life. And when we finally decided to get in a relationship, it brought me so deep, okay? That's how you know when you are on a twin flame journey, when you come across people that don't just break your heart, they break you at the soul level. And through this break, a lot of things get illuminated. Like, for instance, I have to go. I'm getting, okay. Anyways, it's about a soul existence. You know, we are here as humans having a soul having a human experience. So what happens is that mirror reveals to you through that break what needs to be healed within you. And in my case, it was codependency. I had a lot of codependency issues simply because of all the abandonment issues and all the trauma that I've experienced my whole entire life, from the day I was born, clean until recently. Okay, I've had so many knives stuck in back. I've had so many betrayals, and every betrayal, even though it has bled and hurt you, is part of the healing process. It is part of the growth process, which teaches you that you're not alone, right? That you are part of a bigger picture. Okay. So, even though when you feel alone, when you feel isolated, you're not really isolated, you are in solitude. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what signs your intuition could be showing you. What are some signs? Okay, we had a whole pile of them. But yeah, something about the spirit of gold. Yes, he is. I agree, Creative Legion. Wealth, status, and windfall. So that's that solar plexus energy. It could be your soul star energy because it is gold. So you need to trust that your status, perhaps in the community, in the collective, is coming about. Maybe something that you're communicating, right? Coins, you are supported. When you find dimes and pennies, that's a sign that you are not alone, right? You are not alone. Somebody is very empathic here. We have witch, magic, and sorcery. So somebody could have, somebody could be a witch. Somebody could be very psychic. Somebody could, um, somebody could be elevating. See how her hands are in a prayer position. We have rainstorm, melancholy. So again, somebody could be very empathic and be going through a trigger. You get triggered. That's part of the release. That is part of that mirroring what needs to be healed within you. Being punished, feeling punished. Somebody could feel like they're being punished, or you could have a witch around you who is punishing you because you are very trustworthy, because you're very gifted, because maybe you're raising your status in the collective. We have red rose, enchanted. Somebody could be named Rose, or you could be smelling roses. This could be talking about stopping and smelling the roses, maybe a specific scent. Somebody who could be trying to dominate you, see, trying to close your eyes because of who you are. Somebody could have been at the table gathering information. Yeah, we have destiny, free will, spider spirit. So somebody could be, again, maybe doing spider magic, but see how she's got, like, it's all faded. It's all Denise. Somebody who knows that you are destined for wealth. Somebody who knows that you also have free will for some of you out there. We have the community. They could have been somebody who has been using the community to turn them against you for money purposes. Somebody who was false, somebody who was wearing a mask, somebody who was hiding their true intentions, trying to cause illusions. But Spirit is telling you something isn't as it seems. And that goes back to trusting your intuition, trusting that you're on the right path, right? That's confirmation. And they want you to feel satisfied, right? Feel satisfied even at your lowest point, even with, if you feel like you have nothing else to offer, right? Still to feel satisfied with the little bit that you have to offer to the community, all right? So today it's very, very important to trust what you see, trust the signs and synchronicities, trust what you feel, trust whatever it is, the thought. Maybe you're having a random thought, or maybe you're like me, you have random visions. Regardless, you need to trust it. Perhaps somebody who was doing witchcraft over you, trying to dominate you, will get their karma. Absolutely. Why? Because they were trying to isolate you. They were trying to make you feel alone. Why? Because you have confidence in who you are. So I feel like they're telling you, don't worry. Don't worry. Because why? Because abundance is your right. Everything, everybody, every situation has value. And you are here for a reason, right? So don't be afraid to ask for signs and synchronicity. Ask for guidance, right? Don't be afraid to express how you feel. Don't allow this person or this community to force you to hold things in, right? And be happy in everything that you are doing. Why? Because you are being guided. Learn to be patient with the situation, because nothing happens overnight. The divine could be orchestrating things behind the scenes. If you watch me on a daily basis, that's what Spirit told one of the elements yesterday. I think it was Earth. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But divine is working behind the scenes. You have a specific spirit team who is orchestrating things behind the scenes. Something isn't as it seems. Remember, we got this card. Something isn't as it seems. I don't know where it's at in here. Right there. Right? Something isn't as it seems. So somebody's going to have to take responsibility for their actions. And again, like attracts like. That's that mirror energy, right? Like attracts like. You are attracted to certain people in situations in your life because things need to be healed, or you're mirroring it back to somebody else who needs to do the inner work, right? So find forgiveness, not just for them, but for yourself. Find forgiveness for yourself, because when you forgive yourself, it's easier to understand the situation that maybe this person was judging you. So don't judge another, because everything, right? Everything has value. Every people, place, and situation in your life has value. I feel like whoever this was, they yeah, go on a journey within, right? And remain calm, because calm is not a weakness, because I feel like they were very emotionally abusive is something I am feeling. So be aware of that. Be aware of how you react. Make sure you trust your intuition, because there could be somebody coming your way who is going to try to trick you or trigger you. All right. So I am doing free 1-card pulls. I'm going to do a yes or no from the Angel. This is the Angel Answers deck. If you would like a mini reading, go check the description box below. More cards is by donation only. So I do see I have a viewer. What is your question? Do you have a yes or no answer or question? Do you have a question, a yes or no answer question? If you would like a mini reading, I'm doing them by donation only. You can give me your question now. I will see it. So do you have a yes question, viewer? Do you have a question? Or are you just here to see my beautiful face? Anybody have any yes or no questions? If you want if you want more cards, they are by donation only. And you can find where to donate at in the description box below. I have all of my ways to donate to my for the readings. All right, well then, since nobody has any questions, I am going to end this live stream. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day.